Hello, it's me, I'm Pixel, and here we have Team. Yeah, we were listening to some music earlier, and I what? I mean, no, wait. Let's actually say how the thing went. Offie was like, "Hey, can I let you listen to some things?" Yeah, of course, I say. And then after 10 minutes, I'm like, we have to start now, right? Hi, you weren't expecting a dancer to repeat on the standard screen, but here we are. Yeah, I mean, that's Mr. Tenna dance, and I mean, being both televisions, he actually showed me his move, teach me how to dance like that. So yeah, I wasn't expecting Mr. Tenna dance to run as well, but that happened. So I said, why not? Who am I to deny my origins? So yeah.
So,
Offie heavy music and nonsense drag, that's more likely. I know.
God damn it. No, wait, I was about to say I haven't really made you listen to any else today, but that's not true.
So, yeah, I mean, no, I know, don't worry. Pay for the Mr. Tenna, yes, I mean.
Yes. Last time in Umineko.
What happened? I mean,
Canon got invited to
yeah, all the canon thing, yes.
Yes,
and
all of the canon things that are canon.
Really?
Canon got invited to Jessica's performance into the student cultural festival.
Yes.
He saw how cool Jessica was, and for a second he thought maybe I could become human as well. But then he realized that it was all a plan of Beatrice.
It was all
to
an
make
evil
him
plan.
Stuff before throwing his love and feelings out of the window for her own entertainment.
Yes, I mean, you must be very bored. So
yes, 1,000 years.
Yeah, no, I actually understand. And so basically that happened, and in the end, I wasn't really expecting that, but in the end, kind of refused the love, basically, and refused love in any case, because I mean, Jessica was into him, basically, but he said, no, I don't deserve it because I'm not human.
I'm furniture.
Yeah, furniture.
Mm-hmm. And in doing that, well, Jessica ran away, and Canon confronted Beatrice.
And Canon broke the brooch.
Yes. So no more magic.
No more magic. Love,
no more magic.
Magic, love, thingy, whatever you're gonna call it.
Magic. Yes. So also, Kinzo is very crazy.
Yes, and hence the title of today's live. And what else?
I think we can start. No, it was basically that.
It was basically
a long conversation between Jessica and Shannon regarding Canon.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, into the other discussion.
Yes, exactly.
We were saying, so nothing else. And there was, now that I see the portrait here, I remember there was like probably another date with Shannon and George here going on. Maybe.
Maybe we can find out.
Let's see. Oh, you read, right? Not right now.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
言葉通りの意味だよ。僕はまだ自分の城を築き上げてない。それができて初めて僕は一人前になれたと思えるんだ。
Hey, did you steal my jacket? Or something?
You're fancier.
It's a different kind of blue, shade of blue. Also,
Yes.
mine got TVs all over it, but
TVs.
you know.
Yeah. So yours is cooler.
Mine is cooler.
その時、君と結婚したい。
There we go.
Oh, okay. So the moment when he gave her the ring was like after these, probably, and it was like he built his castle, basically saying he got his own stuff going on.
Yes.
Got independence, let's say.
それはその
You killed her, you know, right? You know that's right. Basically killed her.
Yes.
でもそれじゃあ、もう僕の心が許せないんだ。だから、君に婚約指輪を贈りたい。
Now? Wait. Eh?
婚約ですか。でもその私家具ですし。
Again with this thing.
そうだったね。じゃあ、家具は人の言うことを聞かないとね。
Very smooth, George. Very smooth, George. Let me tell you.
今、君に贈るのにふさわしい指輪を作らせてる。多分、今度の親族会議の日には持っていけると思う。
So he's preparing her.
Ah, okay. Now it makes sense. Okay, I
その
see.
時に送るから、どうか君の返事を聞かせてほしいんだ。君が僕はその席でおじい様を含めたすべての親族の前で君との婚約を宣言す
Oh,
る。
guess what? That didn't happen for, I mean, some reason, probably. I don't know.
Some reasons, yeah.
ジョージさん。
One being like Shannon being
Dead.
not really alive. That, you know.
Yes.
君と僕の仲をふさわしくないと咎める人たちはきっといる。
I don't know, but I imagine this is a Capadon. In my head, it is a Capadon.
No.
No?
George doing a Capedon? Really?
I don't know. That would be cool. I would die if
kinda,
anyone would
yes.
do a Capadon to me, but that still would be cool. That wouldn't mean I wouldn't like it.
でも、そいつらの顔を見る必要はない。君はその瞳の中に僕だけを満たしていればいいから。
Ooh, okay. Okay.
君を必ず幸せにする。それだけは絶対に約束するから。
Kinda cheesy, but it works.
Yes.
Kinda cheesy, I have to be honest. Kinda cheesy, but yes. Okay, I see.
Let them live in their
No,
moment.
no.
This is the perfect time to be cheesy.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I am.
It is cheesy.
No, it is cheesy,
Extremely.
and all I'm saying is that I probably would never say anything like that in my entire life. Okay, because it's too cheesy. I don't know. There we go.
どのように実るのか楽しみでならない。
New music?
I think so.
Metaphor Fantasio Dim be like.
Yes.
Yeah, it really sounds like that, honestly.
群れに過ぎて腐り落ちる果実の駅に黄金の蝶たちは舞い降りぬ。今より収穫の日が待ち遠しい。宴の時はまだかまだか。
Oh, I kind of noticed now that Maria laughed like that, the same way as Beatrice.
Yes, same inflection.
It's like she's trying to imitate her.
Copying? Yes.
Okay, like okay, it was fast. I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting a change of
well,
scene right now. Okay.
Yes. There we go.
Wait, first day of what? What?
The conference, of course.
Oh, now? Okay.
They had eaten breakfast at a coffee shop in the station building. Oh god, I know what this is.
But
Okay.
wait, is this what happened or is a restart? What's going on?
Let's just go. I'm not going to say anything. By chance, the inside of the shop had been decorated with Halloween colors since it was October. Maria had seemed to be awfully pleased with that.
Of course.
For quite some time, she talked loudly inside of the train about wanting to have a Halloween festival, without caring that she was attracting the attention of others. Halloween is popular in Europe and America, but people aren't that familiar with it in Japan.
Okay, sorry, I have to say something because I'm gonna make you very self-aware, and I'm very sorry for that. But you sound very spirited tonight.
What the fuck?
No.
Why?
It's a good thing. You sound very spirited. I mean, very happy. Oh, I can do that. I could have done that since. Really? With a mouse wheel, I can do these. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry.
By the way, I was saying, I didn't know. I just discovered that because I did that by mistake. You sound very excited about everything. I don't know why. Probably because it's the part you like of this. I don't know.
I don't like this part, but I can't because I'm having fun with you trying to understand what the fuck is going on.
No, okay. You
now.
sound more excited than usual. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay,
I wanted
sorry.
to say. No, it's a good thing. It's not bad. It's just I noticed that. That's okay. Now you're very self-aware. I know, but
Yes,
I had to pinpoint that. Sorry. Please read.
Halloween is popular in Europe and America, but people aren't that familiar with it in Japan.
Do you want me to read that?
The shopping district was colorfully decorated with orange pumpkins, but the constant parades of children demanding sweets and saying trick or treat were nowhere in sight.
Don't you really kinda look like one?
Which, maybe.
A little bit, not that much.
A little bit. It's the frilly.
Yeah,
stuff.
probably.
親族会議は遊びじゃないのよ。おじいさまにお会いするんだから、ちゃんとしたお洋服じゃないとダメ。
While it wasn't completely full inside the train, it was really packed, with almost all of the seats occupied by strangers, yes, passengers.
They're taking. When did they took the train last time?
Do you remember that Rosa was late?
Oh, because the train wasn't. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's not all of them yet.
Exactly.
I see.
It's just Rosa and.
No,
Maria.
it's okay.
Maria was making a fuss among them, stomping her feet on the seat where Rosa scowled at her. Rosa had warned her many times to lower her voice, but Maria hadn't obeyed her at all. Once Maria got like this, no matter how much you tried to explain the situation or calm her, she wouldn't listen.
Slap her again. I don't know.
Before, Rosa used to pamper Maria and give in to her at times like this. But that had probably been a mistake.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely, Maria had gained the mistaken impression that throwing a tantrum long enough would make her mother give up and do what Maria said. Rosa had realized the terror with the help of an educational book, and since then, she'd hardened the part of her heart that wanted to pamper her beloved daughter. Her mutual understanding with Maria began to grow weaker and weaker, and she began to get discouraged by her own powerlessness more and more often.
ハロウィンハロウィンお菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞ
あなたにあげるお菓子はありません。さっき朝ごはんを食べたでしょう。
お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃう
Oh well.
お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃう
A stout old woman who was sitting nearby as Maria stomped her feet picked a candy out of her handbag and held it out to Maria.
お菓子もらえたお菓子もらえた見て見てママハッピーハロウィン
こらマリア、勝手に人からお菓子をもらっちゃダメでしょ。返しなさい。
She's going Super Saiyan over there.
いいんですよ。元気なお嬢さんですこと。おいくつです？
Maybe there was no malice in the old woman's words. However, Rosa seemed to find that remark extremely humiliating.
Of course. I mean, must
Yes.
daughter must be perfect, of course.
マリア、知らない人からお菓子をもらっちゃいけないっていつも言ってるでしょ。
Come on, it's a lone lady. How evil can she be?
おーこれはマリアがもらったのやだマリアの
話しなさい。ママの言うことを聞けっていつも言ってるでしょ。
マリアの
There we go.
その言うのをやめなさいって。
I honestly, I was expecting it at this point.
And that's why I don't like this part.
I see. Also, she's probably making the entire situation worse, but okay.
Rosa reflexively hit Maria violently on her cheek.
Of course.
In a flash, Maria started crying loudly.
Yeah, what were you expecting?
Yeah. Rosa immediately took out the candy from Maria's hand and pushed it back towards the dumbfounded old woman sitting next to them.
うちの子に勝手にお菓子を与えないでください。
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was expecting a voice, but not from you.
Yeah.
I actually was okay. She was stabbed 2 seconds ago, so I was like,
Yeah, but they forgot about that.
I don't know, maybe a bag also it could be. I don't know.
Yeah. Breathing heavily, Rosa once again held the candy out to the old woman. After getting flustered about what she should say,
She should shades.
for a few moments. Perhaps the old woman realized that her action may have troubled this parent and child. And she accepted the candy back, apologizing.
Okay.
After that, Rosa finally took notice of her surroundings.
Yeah, good morning, Rosa. I mean...
Yes. Her daughter's clothes were all messed up. She was crying and shouting with her nose dripping. And there were many dumbfounded passengers watching them. Except for the sound of the train running, the interior was completely silent. Fortunately, that pitiful silence didn't last more than a short while. However, it was followed by an even more painful atmosphere as everyone began to whisper. Maria shouted, cried, kicked and stomped her feet as usual, paying no heed to the people sitting around her. Impulsively, Rosa tried to slap her again. But she noticed the cold eyes of the people in the train, and couldn't. When the train stopped, Rosa forcibly pulled Maria's arm and got off, almost dragging her daughter along. Maria didn't stop crying. Rosa took her to the end of the platform and hit her cheek again. At the moment she was hit, Maria stopped crying for an instant, but before long, she shouted and cried even more than before.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not the solution if you want to make her stop crying, you know? Hi, Hile. Hello, welcome.
Hi. Overwhelmed with emotion, Rosa grabbed the nape of Maria's neck and dragged her, tugging at her hair.
Mother of the year, guys. As I said, mother of the year. Again?
やめなさいって言ってるでしょ。そんなんだからクラスにお友達ができないんでしょ。もっとしっかりしてよ。なんであんたはいつまでも頭の中が幼稚園なのよ。どうしてママの言うことが聞けないの。どうして
I wonder why she prefers a switch to her mother. I wonder.
With those severe words, Rosa hit Maria's cheek over and over again. The more Maria cried and shouted, the more Rosa hit her. And the more Maria was hit, the more intensely she cried and shouted.
Oh, okay, yes, it's definitely her fault. Yes. She's gonna slap this dude as well at this point.
The one who timidly called to her was the station attendant. Rosa glared at the attendant with a look that said, "Don't bunt into the problems of a mother and child, stranger." Of course, the attendant surely hadn't wanted to get involved either. However, Rosa had been yelling on the platform for a much longer time than she had imagined.
And also you have to consider that the train station in Japan is like the most silent place you could ever imagine in your life. Literally. I can say now, I've been there.
You know, I believe you.
It's like no one speaking. Because, I mean, you're probably used to like an Italian train station, there's people talking and stuff like that.
People talking loudly, yes.
Yeah, nothing at all. There's not a single voice going on.
Her emotional scolding had led the passengers on the platform to advise the attendant to call out to her.
Same thing on the train, so this thing... Imagine everything is silent and then you hear all of that. So, yeah.
Rosa yelled at the attendant, saying not to worry anymore, since they're getting on the next train. And then, finally, or rather for the second time, she noticed the passengers on the platform staring at her from a distance. Rosa sweat lightly and felt a breeze make her sweat go cold, tormenting her. Maria still kept on crying, shielding her own head. Of course, if this beating continued, she'd probably keep crying indefinitely. As the terrible heat in Rosa's head faded, she knew she had surrendered her soul to evil again. Rosa fell to her knees and hugged Maria, whose face was all soggy with tears and mucus.
You.
マリア、ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
She got some anger problems, probably. Rosa, I mean.
Finally, Maria realized that her mother was her mother again. She clung to her mother's body and cried, burying her face in her mother's chest.
悪いママを許して。悪いママを許して。本当にごめん。ママをどうか嫌いにならない。
マリアは全然ママを嫌いに、ママはまた悪い魔女に。
Oh, okay. Okay, I get a lot of things now.
でも、ママが帰ってきたから平気。
悪い魔女にママはまた乗り移られていたの。ごめんね。本当にごめんね。
For a long time, the two of them hugged each other, asking for and sharing words of forgiveness. After a while, they calmed down, and both moved back at the same time. Maria's face and Rosa's face were both deep red after crying their eyes out.
マリアはハロウィンのお祭りがしたいの？
ジョージお兄ちゃんやジェシカお姉ちゃんにかぼちゃマシュマロ見せてあげたかった。
It was a candy that they'd been selling near the cash register at the shop where they did breakfast. A fancy sweet that had a big orange marshmallow in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern attached to the tip of a stick.
It's like a
Maria had
jack-o'-lantern
wanted
lollipop.
it. Maria had wanted it and insistently pestered Rosa for it. Rosa had refused, saying that there was no way she could buy sweets right after breakfast.
じゃあこの町に売っているかどうかわからないけど、降りてさ。
ママ大好き、愛してる。ありがとう。
私もよ、マリア。愛してるわ。
The truth was that they didn't have time to waste loitering around at the stopover station. If they missed the airplane, they'd fall half a day behind schedule. She should have left home with more time to spare, but she ended up leaving late after choosing Maria's clothes. Because of that, Rosa had been a bit impatient since the morning.
I see.
She looked at the clock. They had to get on the next train immediately. But her daughter firmly joined hands with her to go buy the sweet with her mother, and that hand was warm. To Rosa, as she was now, it was more important to renew her bonds with Maria. To her, Maria was not only a beloved daughter, she was everything Rosa had. Fortunately, they could see a big supermarket right in front of the station. They might not be able to find exactly the same sweet, but Maria would probably be happy with a similar one. Besides, Rosa couldn't show up with a face swelled from crying. She must fix her makeup.
あれと全く同じマシュマロは見つからないかもしれないけど、似たようなお菓子があるといいね。それで、いとこのみんなを一緒に驚かそうね。
ママと一緒に買うお菓子なら何でもいい。
They exited through the turnstiles.
The turnstiles, yes. It's like
okay.
the...
I tornelli, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Of the station in this unknown town. Maria walked across the pedestrian crossing together with her mother, chuckling to herself as though she was walking in an amusement park. Both faces were still deep red. But the two of them, mother and child, smiled warmly at each other without any restraint.
I mean, at least she recognized she got some problems, which is not a solution, but at least it's something.
あなた、こんなところでどうされたのですか?
Okay, we are at the mansion now.
君か。なんでもない。考え事をするのにここが少し心地よかっただけだ。
今日の準備はすべて手配が終わっています。あとはお茶でも飲みながらくつろいで待とうではありませんか。
すまん。君にいつも面倒なことをすべて押し付けている。
どうか私をもっと頼ってはいただけません。私はあなたの妻です。
無論君にはいつも助けられているし感謝もしている。だからこそ私は私の仕事に専念できる。
分かっています。お仕事のこと、そしてお父様の遺産の話ですね。
君には関係のないことだ。欲深な兄弟たちの腐肉のあさり合いに過ぎん。
Wait, what? Fishing for rotten meat amongst greedy sinners. Okay.
大丈夫です。すべてうまくいきます。あなたのお仕事がうまくいかなかったことはありません。
Not really for what we know, but okay.
Yeah. Natsuhi is softly cuddled close to Krau's shoulder. She complimented Kraus on his hard work, but Natsuhi knew better than anyone that his work wasn't going well.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Kraus's project was something like a seesaw, where a large amount of money swings. Big investments can lead to massive payoffs.
Yeah, but also big risk.
But like large seesaws, they tend to shake a lot while moving very slowly, instead of showing immediate results.
Yeah, of course.
At times, it's possible to make further investments, so that the seesaw inclines faster towards the side you want.
Hi, Asam.
Hi. Of course, you'd only do that if you were confident you'd be able to recover all of your investments in the not-so-distant future. However, the seesaws Kraus chose never turned out as he would have liked them to. His foresight wasn't wrong, but the times were moving sluggishly. They never managed to catch up with him. For example, think of a literal seesaw placed in a park. It's a really popular item, so there's always someone playing on it. And you've got to wait a long time for your turn. Let's say that one day you spotted one of those seesaws that was completely unused, and you raced to grab it first and have it all to yourself. However, unless someone got on the opposite side of the seesaw, you wouldn't be able to play on it. What if lots of time passed and nobody came to the opposite end? Seesaws are popular, so if you wait long enough, a companion will surely show up.
But now he's still waiting.
But Kraus noticed something. The weather's getting worse. So nobody's coming outside to play. But seesaws are popular, so someone will surely come eventually. If he vacated his place because of the worsening weather, it would certainly be snatched away. And once again, he'd end up longingly gazing from a distance at someone else having fun on the seesaw. On one side of the seesaw, he continued to wait patiently, all alone. That was Kraus's project, and his current situation.
私にもう少しの勇気と自分の先見性を信じる自信があればいつだって失敗はしなかった。
Yeah, I mean, never remain full, never stay out of being full of yourself. I mean, yes. Admitting that you made a mistake would have been too much.
あなたの先見性はいつも間違っていません。あなただけがお父様の才覚を受け継いだのです。 他の兄弟たちが誰も受け継がなかった天性のものを受け継がれた。
なのに私はそれを信じられず、いつも臆病に自らの事業を畳んできた。なぜ自分を信じることができないのか。自分を信じられない男を誰が信じる。誰も信じない。私はいつも敗者の座るべき椅子に自ら座り、親父にもお袋にも兄弟たちにも笑われる。
Yeah, we don't know about the mother. I mean, she died probably. I mean, Kinzo's wife.
Yes.
私はいつになったらこのコンプレックスから解放されるのだ。いつになったら。
Natsui was the only one who knew. Only she knew across his anguish. As the eldest son of the Shiromiya family, wait a second, please.
Yeah, don't worry.
Would soon be forced to bear an immense responsibility. He couldn't open his pained heart to anyone, and was always getting compared to his father's great enterprises.
あなたが親族会議に専念できるよう、すべての手配を済ませています。すべて。
すまん。親父殿の件は問題ないかね。
はい。源氏と南條先生は私たちの味方です。
Eh?
あの強欲な兄弟たちを決してお父様には合わせません。
Oh, okay. Okay, we didn't know about that.
Nope.
もしもし。
There we go.
小田です。
Oh god, Goda.
It's
I haven't
back.
missed
お任
you.
せください。年に一度の大仕事に腕が鳴っております。
In the kitchen, multicolored ingredients were gathered and preliminary arrangements were promptly being started. Even though it was still morning, the ingredients for dinner were already in saucepans and steaming. Normally, he had to deal with several assorted matters, but on the day of the family conference, he could devote himself entirely to cooking. To Goda, who was originally a chef, it was surely the greatest gala occasion of the whole year.
ええ、ディナーには子牛のステーキを。素晴らしい肉がすでに保冷庫で今夜を待ちわびておりますよ。まかないも今夜はぜひ期待してください。
It was rare for Goda to be in this good of a mood towards his fellow servants.
Yeah, we know
Goda
this.
bragged about being the Ushiromiya family's personal chef, and knowing he was considered worthy to display excellent cooking at the family conference was his greatest honor.
わかった。任せるのでよろしく頼む。あと、熊沢がそちらにいないか。
熊沢さんですか。先ほど見かけましたが、こちらにはおりません。ゲストハウスの方へ準備に行かれたのではないでしょうか。
Okay. Why are we listening to this like that? Like we're on the phone?
Maybe they are on the phone.
また油を売っているのか。いや、結構だ。では引き続きよろしく頼む。
Wait a moment.
Mm.
Oh, in the guest house. Okay. I lost the place where she went. Where did they say she went?
There we go. Genji placed the telephone back on the
okay.
receiver, sighing lightly. Genji sighed once again, thinking of Masawa, who was probably hiding again, even though things were this busy.
I was thinking for a moment that we were listening like someone was spying on a conversation, like on the phone or something like that.
And the Eustachian's Goda, who only felt like doing anything on a day when he could show off.
失礼します。ゲストハウスの各お部屋の準備が整いました。
お嬢様よりお子様方が泊まれるよう 4人分の用意をするようにとのご指示を賜りましたが、いかがいたしまし
今年は6年ぶりにバトラ様がお見えになるそうだ。お嬢様もいとこ4人で夜更かしをされたいのだろう。準備するように。
Hmm.
そうですね。かしこまりました。
今夜は深夜勤で、そのまま明日は早朝勤か。しんどい2日間になりそうだな。
そういえば、台風が直撃するって天気予報で言っていますね。大丈夫でしょうか。
台風がよほどそれない限り、場合によっては親族の皆様方のお帰りの船に響くだろう。
Yeah, that's not gonna be the problem. Not the typhoon, at least.
Yeah.
親族会議の日程が月曜か火曜あたりまで長丁場になるだろうが、皆くれぐれも粗相のないように頼む。シャノンは焦らぬよう落ち着いて、カノンは愛想よくご挨拶をするように。
注意します。
注意します。
大切なお客様がお越しになられる日だ。くれぐれも粗相がないように。
心得ています。いつだってここには大切なお客様しか訪れません。
カノン、今日は本当の意味で大切なお客様を迎える。
Oh. Oh, they know. Okay.
心構えを改めるように。
はい。
シャノン、どうした？さっきから何かそわそわしているようだが、何か時間の約束。
Oh no, I was only thinking about George, don't worry.
失礼いたしました。
姉さん、今日は大切なお客様がプライベートとは切り離すようにね。
Yeah.
プライベートなんか知りません。
I don't know anything.
No,
I
of
don't know what
course.
you're talking about, of course.
And Shannon blushed just a little bit. She turned her gaze away from the clock. Was it about time for the airplane carrying the family to arrive at Nijima? She tried to hide the fact that her upcoming, long-awaited reunion with George was making her heart race. But Canon, who stood beside her, why do I always do that? Seemed to see right through her.
It's a very similar word, that's why. It's not that, it's just one letter. Two, sorry.
Two. Well.
Okay.
Atsiro! Atsiro!
シャノン、これを
Oh, okay. He's practicing.
Inside a bathroom stall, George was practicing something over and over, taking out a small velvet box inside his pocket like a quick-draw desert gunman.
違うな。シャノンは牽引力のある男性が好きなんだ。もっと馬力がある感じじゃないとダメだ。シャノン、これを薬指につけるんだ。命令だよ。
Okay.
だよ。
左手とちゃんと言わないと右手にされちゃうかもしれない。いや、シャノンもそこまでかまととじゃん。でも少しは自由意志がないとなんだかその。
Okay, you got at least we know that he got a little of self-doubt.
As he crossed his arms, muttering, someone knocked on the door. George was snapped back to reality.
お、ジョージ君、大丈夫か？腹の調子でも悪いのか？
ルドルフおじさん、大丈夫です。平気です。ご心配は無用です。
そっか。ならいいんだけどね。
Last
無理
George
して
is
気にす
cute.
ぎるなよ。
Oh, he knows.
Rudolph washed his hands, laughing cheerfully as he left. George, realizing that the most embarrassing part hadn't been overheard, relaxed and felt extremely relieved.
キリエ、ローザはまだ来ないのか？
まだよ。遅いわね。
天候調整中だからいいようなものを、これで普段通りのダイヤだったらあいつ。そしたらどうする気なんだあいつ。
ローザさんだっていい年の大人よ。なんとかするわ。兄って人はいくつになっても妹を子供扱いなのね。
Hmm.
親父だっていくつになっても子供だけどな。
だと？俺が子供ならおめえは赤ん坊じゃねえか。ほれほれ、バトラちゃん、高い高い。
やめろ、くすぐってやめ。
親子ってより悪ガキ仲間って感じね。ほら、いらしたわよ。
おお、ローザさんやない。マリアちゃん、久しぶりやの。
久しぶり。
マリア、お久しぶりです。でしょ？言ってごらん。
お久しぶりです。
そうや、
うん
よく言えた。ご褒美に飴玉あげような。あれ、どこにしまったんや。
ローザさん、お久しぶりです。
We've seen this already, I
マ
think.
リアちゃんもお久しぶり。
This is roughly the same scene.
Yeah.
ご無沙汰してます、キリエ姉さんと。大きくなったわね。
If you're noticing, it's going a bit faster.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no. I mean, we already seen this,
今日
so
は会うたびに言われてて恥ずかしいっすよ。
おう、ローザ。
probably gonna add something that we didn't know.
飛行機がダイヤ通りだったらギリギリってとこだったぜ。
ごめんなさい。列車の接続がうまくいかなくて。
What's Giri Giri when they were when?
Giri Giri almost.
Oh, almost.
Giri Giri is almost, or she said we had trouble. Giri Giri is barely. We barely made it.
I was thinking because there's like an Attack on Tokusatsu that is like Giri Giri slash or something like that, and I wonder what that means.
Yeah, usually Giri Giri is almost
Almost
like,
slash? That doesn't make any fucking
almost
sense.
like Giri Giri. Wait, I'm going to look it up.
Giri Giri Zan, something like that. It's like the Giri Giri is something, I don't really remember, but it's something like that.
Giri. Giri. At the last moment, just barely.
Oh, okay. A slash at the last moment. Okay, that's how it was then. That's how it was. Makes sense. It's like it's like the finishing slash, basically. That's what they were saying.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because it was like the final attack or something like that.
It's the final.
Yeah.
何？また天候調査中なの？ぼやかないぼやかない。船で6時間も揺られるくらいなら飛行機でほんの30分の方がずっとマシよ。たとえ1時間余計に待たされたって
Sentence is absolutely the
全然
same.
早いんだから。
What?
This sentence is 100% the same. I remember this.
Yeah. No, it's exactly the same. Yeah.
俺がマリアの大きくなったな。成長期か。
前に会ったのは6年前？それは変わるわよ。女は心変わりがあればたった1日でも生まれ変わる生き物よ。
Maria, noticing a big man she didn't recognize, mixed in among the relatives, hid behind Rosa's back and glared at the butler.
Yeah. This already happened. I remember this.
Yes.
おいバトラ、挨拶しろい。前にやったのが3歳の時じゃ。初対面も同じだぞ。
3歳じゃ覚えてねえよな。よ、マリア。久しぶり。大きくなったな。
マリア、バトラお兄ちゃ
I
んよ。
love her expression.
Yeah, it's so cute.
So cute.
わかる？
おじさんの息子さんが、おじさんが
Eh?
She was obviously on her guard. After all, it was hardly surprising that she'd be scared if a large guy like Butler suddenly started speaking frankly to her. Butler noticed that, as and thought of various ways he might approach her. Then he spotted the candy she had in her hand. It was the jack-o'-lantern sweet Rosa had bought for her.
そっか。10月だからハロウィンか。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞ。
Normally, trying to snatch a sweet away from a small child would result in them crying and screaming. The adults seemed dubious about Butler's tactics, but Maria looked unexpectedly pleased, her face splitting into a wide grin.
ハロウィンほらママバトラもハロウィン知ってるほら
こーら、バトラお兄ちゃんと呼びなさい。ごめんね、バトラくん。
いやいや、気にしないっすよ。俺はバトラと呼んでくれ。俺もマリアって呼ぶからな。ほらマリア、ハロウィンだぞ。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞ。
お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞ
From inside their purse, Maria picked out a jack-o'-lantern sweet similar to the one she had in her hand and presented it to Butler. When Butler accepted it, that seemed to be enough to confirm their friendship.
Okay, that was easy. Of course.
Yeah, the adults were amazed at how good children can be at getting along with each other. Maria had been throwing a tantrum because she wanted a Halloween festival. So Butler, who knew about trick-or-treating, must have felt like an ally. Her defensive posture from before was completely gone. She was now all cheery, as though they'd been friends for decades.
そうだな。日本じゃハロウィンってマイナーなイベントだよな。仮装行列で練り歩くなんて向こうのニュースではよく見るけど。
I mean, yeah,
日本じゃ見たことないぜ。
it's pretty American. And also, especially in the 80s, it wasn't that big.
Yeah.
マリアも仮装したかった。仮装していとこみんなでお菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃう。
We're going to trick or treat in a deserted island.
Oh well.
何の仮装をして練り歩きたい？
Which, of course. And of course.
Cut.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, okay. I am going to drink in the meantime because I can.
Okay.
I wonder if he's going to move still. Oh yeah, he does. He does. Oh no, Beatrice is possessing Pixel. What are we going to do? Maybe, I mean, Beatrice is right there. Oh, he's basically trying to look at Beatrice or trying to put his head against Jessica's chest. One of the two things, for sure. It's not just the model moving on its own. But it's basically right there. There's oh well. Stuff is about to happen, I can't wait. But every single time that one of those scenes with Rosa and Maria come up, it's painful to read. It's so very painful to read. I can't wait for chapter 4, if you know. Pixel.
Yeah.
Look at your position. Oh, god damn it. It just switched.
Well,
You were right. You were like that against Jessica's chest. What do you have to say?
I mean, a little bit too young for me, but I mean, I wouldn't say no. I'm kidding, of course. No, honestly, no. Between all those people there, I would prefer Beatrice in all the group. So yeah.
Yeah, understandable.
Okay. I was thinking, it's not a really big happen for now, unless just the only thing that's like a little bit of more important probably is like this happening the beginning, but apart that, nothing too big happened.
No, not yet.
So we have Kumasawa and Jessica here in front of Beatrice's painting.
奥様が探しておいででしたよ。
探されたくねえからこんなところにいるんだぜ。どうせ
Smart
みなり
girl.
は大丈夫かとか、言葉遣いをちゃんとするようにとか、お小言が言いたいだけに違いないぜ。
違いありません。
Of course.
私はさ、なぜか親族会議の日になると、この魔女様が気になるんだよ。
おお、それはまたどうしてでございましょう。
親族会議ってのは、じい様に連なるすべての一族老頭が集まる日だ。今年は6年ぶりにバトラも来るそうじゃねえか。そんな感じでさ、何十年かぶりに、今までずっと姿を現さなかった親族が、ひょっこりと現れるんじゃないかって。
ほほう、そんな親族がおりますでしょうか。
ベアトリーチェ様だよ。
She a relative? I mean,
she's the family's alchemist, right?
yeah, but not really a relative. By blood, I mean.
Not related by blood, yeah.
素性は誰も知らない。あるいは、大昔のじい様の愛人なのか。
Oh, definitely. But in the wrongest sense possible.
その子孫がひょっこりと現れて、授けた黄金を返せなんて言い出すかもしれないぜ。
Oh, there was already a conversation like this, right? I remember, like, talking about descendants of Beatrice and stuff like that.
クラウス様たちは親方様の遺産問題で、こうも魔女の黄金の話で盛り上がっては、黄金を与えた魔女本人が、
yeah.
そろそろおいでになってもおかしくありませんね。
辞めたり勤めたりと忙しいけど、現実さん並みに昔からここに出入りしてるわけでしょ。
Okay.
ベアトリーチェのこと、もっと知ってるんじゃないの？
さて、思い出そうにもこの老いぼれ。今朝の朝食すらも思い出せない。
Yes, sure.
Yeah, sure, Kumasawa.
Yeah, we believe you totally, definitely.
In Italian we say antisgamo.
Yeah, definitely.
何か知ってそうなんだよな。
Totalmente antisgamo.
Sì, sì.
知ってて物陰で笑ってるみたいな陰湿な雰囲気が時々するぜ。
Yeah, look, I mean, even Jessica noticed that.
これは隠し事など何もしておりません。私から申し上げられることは、ベアトリーチェ様は黄金の魔女であられて、この島の
じい様の受け売りかよ。給料もらってるとはいえ、じい様の妄言に付き合うのも大変だな。
ただ、これだけは申し上げられます。
何？
六軒島は太古の昔、
Oh, okay, this is new.
This is new.
Azukishima. Azuki Bean Island.
小豆は悪時期がなまったものと言われ、本当は悪時期島と呼ばれていたのだと、漁民たちの間では伝えられておりま
A
す。
corrupted form of Akujiki, and in fact was called Akujikishima, Evil Appetite Island. That is what is told among me. Wait. Okay, so wait. Azuki Bean.
Yes.
And Azuki is a corrupted form Akujiki. How do we pass from being to evil appetite.
You need to think in terms of sounds.
It's
like,
not like it has anything to do
no.
with
It's
the
just,
actual thing. It's just it sounds similar. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay.
It's like assume.
Yeah.
To assume.
No.
Have you heard a lot of people recently saying assume?
Yeah. Okay. No. I got it. Makes sense.
That's the first rule in language.
It's because it sounds similar
It's
and
easier.
people makes mistake.
Say.
Yeah.
It's easier to say. So the speakers will always choose the easiest way to say something.
Makes sense.
前にも聞いたよ。
Corrupt in that sense.
Yeah.
海難事故が多かったから、領民たちが恐れてむやみに近づかなかったって話だろ。
Makes sense, especially if it's a small island. There could be a lot of places where like the seabed is close and a lot of ship and there's probably rocks and stuff like that. It would make sense.
悪食島には悪霊が住み着いていて
A lot of
昔から人々の
like
魂を
superstitions about boat this sinking and stuff like that. It's because of that, and also because of like the sea level changes in different places changes like a lot. So it could be that in certain moment you can go there with a boat, but in other moments it's like you cannot go in that point at all. So it could also be because of that.
Beautiful
place, by the way. Yes.
それを旅の修験者だかなんだかが例の社を作って鎮魂したんで収まったってんじゃなかったっけ？うさんくせえ話だぜ。
Guess what happened to that place?
Yep. Would be such a pity if it just
We are
blew
pity
up.
if that mirror that was in there just got broken.
その鎮魂の社はこの夏暗き闇を引き裂く紫色の不気味な雷で打ち砕かれたとか。
Sus.
Sus. Not sus at all.
熊沢さんその話好きだな。
So we can assume, like you said earlier, we can assume that at this point, the order of the shrine was Shannon took the mirror and broke it, and then Typhoon, Tempest, call it whatever, Thunderbolt destroyed the shrine. No more shrine at all. No more mirror. But she's like fully free of doing whatever she can now.
Kinda.
Hi Anaya.
Hi.
Hello, welcome. I'm Pixelbit. This one up here is Offie. We're playing Umineko. Oh no, this is a visual novel. It's Umineko. Umineko no Nakokoro ni.
Nakukoro.
Without ni?
Nakukoro ni.
Yeah. What did it say?
It said no. You said something else. You said you added an O instead of a U.
Whatever. It's that. It's about an island with a big family reunion and a witch that kills all of them. Basically.
Apparently.
Apparently, at least.
Apparently.
It's like the longest Among Us game in the world. The literally last days. Basically something like that.
It has very cool soundtracks.
Yeah.
If you're interested in that.
Very good soundtrack.
I'm writing.
Okay, so I was saying no more shrine. Shrine is gone. That she can do whatever the shit she wants, basically, right now.
Not really. Because as she said,
she got
there's
nobody.
still a lot of influence here.
Yes,
Right?
but
She
no more.
Shannon that there's there's still going to be quite a long way before she can regain her whole power.
Yes,
But the mirror was the thing that didn't allow her to show herself
yes,
with a physical form.
But also, without shrine, it's probably even better for her. I mean...
Yeah, absolutely. As long as the shrine was there, it was probably still kinda protected.
Yeah. So no more shrine means...
No more shrine. More freedom for Beatrice. We can say that.
Which is probably not good.
Nope.
Also...
But depending on who you're...
And depending on which side you are, probably not good.
This is very good for Beatrice.
Very good for her, not very good for the others. So,
there we
go. So yeah, and I mean, we know that she have to regain her powers like slowly, but this is probably a big boost for her.
Yes. Sounds like it for sure.
鎮魂の社が落雷でなくなっちまうなんて不気味だが。まあ、もともとオンボロだったしな。ちょっと高い波にでもさらわれたんじゃねえのかな。
Yes.
Sure.
眠りから目覚めた悪食島の悪霊がベアトリーチェ様を呼び寄せたのです。もしベアトリーチェ様が親族会議に訪れられるよう
あったなら
Kumasawa fell silent for a moment. Jessica was pressing her to keep going, so that gap felt strange and eerie. When Kumasawa noticed that she had Jessica plenty scared with her silence, she grinned broadly.
Of course.
はてさて、どんなことになるやら。
God damn it, Kumasawa.
Well, Kumasawa's gonna die as well, so...
へえ、そいつは素敵じゃないかよ。
でしょ？たまには優雅な時間を得て、あなたの心を豊かにするのも、あなたの仕事に役に立つ。
When are we now?
But this is a flashback, 100%.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay.
心と財布は豊かじゃなきゃいけねえ。わかったよ。その日は開けておくことにする。予約を頼むぜ。
わかったわ。絶対よ。
ああ、よろしく頼む。愛してるぜ、キリエ。
After kissing the receiver, Rudolph hung up. Before his seat, there were several executives with their sleeves rolled up, eagerly awaiting the end of that phone call.
すまん、待たせたぜ。アメリカから連絡は来たか。
はい。外線にデイル渡辺弁護士からです。おつなぎします。
結局のところ、感触はどうなんだ？
それが一つ芳しくないようでして、先方は裁判をも辞さないつもりのようです。
やっぱりごまかしきつないでくれ。
わかりました。
There's a trial going on?
The executive ordered that the external line be transferred to the secretarial office. At once, the phone in front of Rudolph rang.
もしもし。ハローハロー。お待たせしました。後ろ宮です。どうもどうも。いかがですかそちらは。
Hello, President 後ろ宮。挨拶は抜きで本題に入りましょう。いいニュースと悪いニュースがありますが、どちらを先にします？
悪いニュースが先がいい。デザートがないと頑張れないたち。
わかりました。悪いニュースは先方が当方を告発する準備に入ったということです。つい先日、類似した裁判で原告が圧勝する。
Oh, this is not good.
被告側も当方が主張するのとほぼ同じ内容で論戦していた。
My hours at Ace Attorney are useful right now.
Yes.
I know all these words, what they mean.
Yes. Detective at in full swing.
Yeah. Similar arguments we planned to use, but they were rejected in every case. Okay.
このまま法廷に臨めば、
Hmm.
主張はことごとく却下される可能性が。
例の裁判、全滅だったか。うちより有利な条件だったと思ってたんだが、そりゃ辛いな。で、いいニュースは？
先方の幹部と接触できました。先方に当方の立ち位置を説明し、先方のブランドイメージを侵害する意図がないことを説明し、
I wonder what happened precisely, though.
先方は近日中に条件提示を行い、それらの履行が行われるなら告発を見送ると約束しました。
感触は？
取締役会のナンバー2による発言です。
Hmm.
正直、非常に厳しいものになると予想されます。
Oh. Okay, so it's something huge.
当方の想定では避けられないものとして、社名変更、ブランド名変更、交渉の余地のあるものとして、和解金額、大手新聞への謝罪広告掲載。
うちに潰れろと一言言やいいのに、周りくどい奴らだぜ。
先方は近年2代目社長に交代したばかりで、まだ足固めが終わっていません。当方が徹底抗戦した場合、現社長に失点を与えたい勢力が何らかの利的工作をしかねないと懸念しています。そのため、先方トップも本件を速やかに解決したいという思惑があるよ。そのため、迅速な和解のために多少の条件緩和を引き出せる余地もの。
いずれにせよ、とんでもねえ金が必要に。
その覚悟は必要です。そして、それでも懲罰的賠償金よりははるかに安い。
Yes, makes sense.
ありがとう先生。また進展があったら連絡してください。先生は高級鳥だから、ヨタ話もでき。サンキュー、サンキュー。グッバイ。
Rudolph hung up the phone. The executives sitting in reception seats seemed to have guessed at the contents of that discussion.
Yeah, I mean, even hearing him, they could have got that.
まあ、そうじるとだ。金さえ積みや堪忍してやるぜってわけだ。
What did they do,
あと
though?
は金の高だけを争点にすりゃいい。
しかし社長、渡辺氏の示した和解金の想定額はあまりにも膨大です。それだけの余裕はありません。
こんなことになるって分かってたら、高くかなんて始めんじゃなかったぜ。
3年しのげれば資金的危機は脱出できる計算でした。まさかここで刺されるなんて本当についてない。
ホップステップジャンプのステップでこけちまったんだもんな。泣けるぜ。
メインバンクから金を引っ張るしかありません。
銀行はまずいな。連中は勝ち馬にしか金を出さん。景気は上向いてるが、銀行に弱みは見せられね
え。
社長、妨害に資金はありますか？我々の把握していない資金です。
よせやい。俺がそういう男に見えるかよ。俺の財布の中身は全てお前らにさらしてるぜ。そこにある帳簿が我が社の全てだ。
なら金策が必要です。数百万ドル単位を引っ張れるスポンサーが大至急必要です。
社長の交友関係でなんとかなりませんでしょうか。社長
Okay, yeah, they were asking for him.
金策は俺がなんとかする。お前らはガタガタせずに業務を維持しろ。金さえ積めば向こうは許すと言ってるんだ。すでに俺たちはアジアに太いパイプを持ってる。いろいろ響くだろうが取引は維持できる。要は金さえ積めりゃ全て解決できる問題なんだ。見てろ。
He needed a lot of money
Right
right now.
now. Yes, yes.
お前らを路頭に迷わせなんかしねえぞ。
Do we? One moment. Where is he? Here we go. Do we know what's his company about?
Nope.
大船に乗った気でいろい。無事に解決したらお前ら全員をシャンパンタワーでねぎらってやる。約束する。だから黙って俺についてこい。いいな。
Okay.
The airplane suddenly shook, probably due to turbulence.
1 second. I wonder. I mean, there's probably they have problem with another company in the US. Okay, and
Yes.
that was clear. We don't know what they do, but it probably has to do with something they were doing new, because this didn't happen before. And also they say that's like they're making the other company like they're basically saying like they're doing is making the other companies be seen as their products are bad or something like that, for the gist of it, from the kind of idea
I
that they have.
wonder if it's less making that product look bad, or
Or the
if they made
company
some
herself.
sort of dupe.
What do you mean by that?
If the main company that does the said thing is in America,
Yeah.
and they in Japan try to duplicate that item in a worse way,
Probably.
that damages the main company's reputation.
Also could be something like that. Could be like an off-brand item based on the one that you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's bad
But
for
it's like
reasons.
it could be not as good quality as the original.
Yes.
Could be. I don't know. Could be something like that.
We don't know. We don't know.
But still, basically, he wants a lot of money right now.
Right
I
now.
see.
Would you like to continue reading?
Yes, of course. The airplane
Thank you.
suddenly shook, probably due to turbulence. Rodolph was just awake. He'd woken early that morning and ended up drifting off to sleep while resting in his seat. Oh man, I know the struggle.
大丈夫？まだだいぶ眠いんじゃないの？このところだいぶ仕事が忙しかったようだし。
仕事が忙しいなんて大いに結構じゃねえか。俺が暇になっちまったら、俺たち明日から路頭に迷うぜ。
そうね。バトラ君も帰ってきたんだから、二人で物乞いすればいいって問題じゃないわよ。
そうだな。6年ぶりに家族が揃ったんだからな。家族水入らずで過ごせるよう課長が頑張らねえとな。
Okay. When he looked down the window, he saw that the airplane had already started to drop in altitude considerably. The fishing boats, which had only looked like a black grain a short while ago, were starting to become clearly recognizable.
親父に土下座して原骨一発で1000万借りられるなら1ダースくらいもらっときてえところなんだ。
Oh, I see.
さもなきゃとっととお隠れになってくれりゃいいんだが。
Son of the year, guys.
Yes.
散々すねをかじって今度は遺産目当てか。俺は地獄行きだな。そりゃこんな俺に
He knows.
親父も会いたく。
At least he knows. I have to say, between all of the son and daughter, Rudolph is the one that is probably more aware that is not good. I mean,
I would say so.
In that sense, is the one that is more aware compared to the other that is like doing something pretty messed up.
Distasteful.
Yeah, distasteful, messed up, like that. So, at least there's that. Still not good, but at least he knows it's something.
Yes.
まさか今年も親族会議にお
There
出
we
に
go.
ならないつもりですかな。
Andrew looked at Kinzo's face, sighing. Kinzo's eye remained rooted to a strange book on magic.
ハゲタカどもの議論に加わるつもりはない。好きに我が骨のしゃぶり方でも議論するがよか。実にくだらぬ。
やれやれ、困ったものですな。
Andrew shook his head slightly. For him, children and grandchildren were lovely things. He believed watching them grow was the only way to truly enjoy old age. So Kinzo's words were very saddening to Nanjo.
この部屋を出るべき時が来れば私は姿を現す。あれが姿を未だ現さぬように。
Maybe it's better if you stay inside there, dude. Just saying. When Kinzo raised his face, his gaze pointed at... Hmm?
It's coming.
Oh, of course. His gaze pointed at the portrait of the witch, which was respectfully displayed on the wall. Kinzo's mind didn't dwell for a moment of the fact that today was a family conference, where all of his beloved relatives would gather. Was filled only by the face of the witch in the oil painting, who never smiled except inside the portrait. Everybody knew that interrupting Kinzo when he talked about Beatrice would trigger his wrath.
私は今日、ある儀式を執り行う。
それは何ですかな？
儀式というよりは、博打に
Oh yeah, this we know.
リスクを負わぬ魔法に奇跡は宿らぬ。
We heard this conversation already.
Yes.
Naja heard Kinzo say this many times before. You might even call a pet phrase of Kinzo. Kinzo apparently believed that magic and miracles could occur if you gambled your own fate with a certain amount of risk and triumph.
かつて黄金のギャンブラーと言われた金蔵、いつお迎えが来てもおかしくないそのご老体で、一体どんな博打に挑みますやら。これは見ものですな。
なる研究を尽くした秘術の儀式も魔法にたけぬお前にかかれば博打呼ばわりか。まあいい。奇跡を信じる私が勝てば、お前の目には水郷にしか見えなかったであろう我が研究のすべてが、この日に結実したことをはっきりと理解できるだろう。お前が勝てば、見たままの通り、いつ迎えが来てもおかしくない年寄りの水郷に終わるだけだ。
一体どんなギャンブルを始めるやら。あなたの友人としてその賭けに、いや儀式でしたか。その儀式にあなたが勝てるよう心からお祈りするだけです。
感謝する。
Thank you for offering up your life, bro.
Yeah, basically.
Really appreciate it.
Basically, he said, oh yeah, if you need any help. Oh, so you're giving me your life? Okay, good.
今年の親族会議には懐かしい客がおられるそうですな。
何？
For once, Kinzo reacted to Nanjo's word and turned around.
ほら、ルドルフさんのところのバトラ君です。6年ぶりにおいでになるそうじゃありませんか。きっと立派になっていますよ。
なんだ、バトラか。6年ぶり程度の客人など、懐かしいなどと呼びはせん。
There we go.
Yeah, of course. After learning Butler's name and making a disappointed and little humorous expression, Kinzo turned his back again.
金蔵さんにとっての6年など、この部屋で研究に没頭すれば、あっという間のことでしょうからな。
本当に懐かしい客は。
Ah, okay, yeah. Only one person can get Kinzo's attention.
あるいは訪れるかもしれない。
Yeah, of course.
すべてはルーレットの出目次第だ。すでにルーレットは回り始めている。ルージュか、ノワールか。今宵、ルーレットがどんな奇跡を見せてくれるのか楽しませてもらおうで。配当は大きいぞ。そして負ける気はせん。ベアトリーチェよ。我が賭けを受けるがいい。
That time, the telephone on the table rang. Lucy's sound seemed to irritate Kinzo, and he picked up the receiver to preserve the silence as much as he could.
何事か。私は忙しい。
I mean, what were you expecting as an answer?
だからどう適当に茶でも出せばよい。かしこまりました。そのようにいたします。
Poor Genji is
Genji.
trying.
Poor Genji. Genji was like, sir, excuse me, sir. It's like all the people that was gonna come is here. Oh yeah, what do I care?
Give them some tea or something.
Yeah. Kinzo grabbed the phone rudely. Looking at that, Nanjo sighed yet again and shifted his attention outside the window. As he is now, I thought Kinzo would pay any heed to any sort of guess. Could any guess possibly make Kinzo come out when the time comes? As he said, only one guess can do that.
Yes.
Kinzo
There we go.
had a single person in mind, but there was a guess who certainly wouldn't appear. Andrew stared at the witch of the portrait with her impassive expression, unable to decide whether she was smiling or sad, and then gazed up at the lead-colored sky. Wait, we're back here.
Oh, finally.
Oh, I got an achievement. Welcome back to Rokkenjima. Wait, let me read that description. One moment. Where is it? We do hope you enjoy your stay and also survive. Okay.
There we go.
So, are all the pieces in place? Shall we line them up again and start a new game?
Have we heard this song before? I don't remember.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think we heard this before. Old piano like that? No. This is one of those songs. I bought the whole piano. I'm gonna use the whole piano. I see. We should look at him challengingly while elegantly smoking her pipe. And Butler just really shrugged his shoulders as if he didn't care what she did. He didn't meet her eyes, but that didn't mean he didn't intend to challenge her. He showed his clear determination to never be taken by this bastard's trick. It was an expression of his determination to fight.
まさか無策ではあるまいな。
お前の出方がわからねえ以上、策も何もねえぜ。好きに先手を取ればいいじゃねえか。
もちろんそうさせていただくぞ。お前の守りをいかに崩すか。なんてで詰めるか。わらわの腕の見せ所よ。
お前がどんな手で来ようが、俺はお前を信じない。その一点を俺が貫き通す限り、俺に負けはない。ってことはだ。このゲームはお前に勝てないようにできてるぜ。
そうかもしれん。しかしな、ゲームを何度繰り返すかはわらわが決めるぞ。そしてわらわが勝ち、そなたが負けを認めるまで何度でも繰り返されるぞ。つまりこれは災難よ。
Of course.
そなたがわらわに屈服するまで続く。そなたがわらわを魔女の存在を認めるまで永遠に続く。
なら、俺もお前が根負けするまで何度でも無限に付き合ってやるぜ。意地の張り合いってやつでは負けた例がねえんだ。
I would believe that, Butler. Definitely.
どこぞの魔女にでも入れ知恵されたか？まあよい。
コタクは聞き飽きたぜ。さあ、おっ始めやがれ。
さあ、始めようではないか。そなたの指し手はすでに知り尽くしておる。手の内を知られた守りなど。
Is it gonna know then that this is a challenge or?
Butler?
Yeah, I mean, Because right now he knows, but if he got his memory erased, it wouldn't make any sense.
If you want, I think I can answer. I mean, we're right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have one of the answers to a question that you asked me a long time ago. So what is happening? Is this restarting? Is this the same?
I mean, this is a restarting.
This is a loop.
Yes, that I got it.
So this is a loop.
That I got it.
And the structure of this game is kinda complicated, but this is still let's call it the second level, because this is chapter 2, right? The game is going to be divided into two layers. The first one is the game layer, or the chessboard layer.
Yeah.
And the second one is we can call it the outside layer, witch's layer.
Yeah, which is
the one that we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
The pieces on the chessboard are not aware of the other level.
Yeah, that was clear, of course. But I mean, Butler is at the same moment a piece on the chessboard and also the player. So
yes, Butler in the chessboard doesn't know.
But the butler here knows. Happening.
The butler here knows.
Okay, so it's like they're two different people.
Yes, we can say that. It's
okay,
just separate.
Or I mean,
it's like you can see
or even if
butler
you're
on the chessboard as an actor.
Okay,
I think
yes,
it would be
and also if they aren't the same person, it could be the same. But when they are in Rokkenjima, they are not aware that. Butler's not aware that all of this has been played already.
Exactly.
Okay. So he's watching from above, in quotes, let's say, and both
living the thing.
Living the thing. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Which is also why it's torture. It does leave all of these again, basically.
No, yeah. I got it. Also, I guess at this point, the murders are not gonna be the same. They're definitely not gonna be the same, or else these would have been like extremely boring, seeing the same thing all over and over again.
They're not going to be the same.
They're not gonna be the same.
They're not going to be the same.
And they're gonna be extremely complicated all over again. Okay.
I'm not going to say why.
I guess
I am not going to say why.
I guess even the order of the people is not gonna be the same. I mean, the first 6 are not gonna be the same 6 as the first time, definitely. Apart the modus operandi, the way they are killed.
Yes.
That's gonna be definitely different, but also the person that are there are probably gonna be different. Because even if you think about it, the epitaph is very generic, and when they say divide the couple, for example, it could be
divided to that are close, yes.
Divided to the two that are close. It could be there's many couples there, so it could be any of that, for example. And also there's some people that got killed because they were just there. Like, think about on the first time. Think about Goda.
Yes.
He was there. He was killed just because he saw something he should have seen. So that just happened. So it could be different.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
It could be. That I'm not going to answer just because.
No. It's okay. By the way,
I just wanted to throw the title of the soundtrack that there's here right now, because we're going to hear this for a while. In soonish, up until a certain point. This soundtrack is called Answer.
Oh, okay. I see.
同じ手でしのぎきれると思うでないぞ。
ベアトリーチェ、一つだけ最初に言っておくことがある。
なんだ。
お前が何をのたまおうと自由だが、俺が信じるかどうかは常に俺が自分で決める。貴様の魔法がどれほどのものだったとしても俺の魂は屈しない。これは俺への拷問だと。違うね。
ならばなんだというのか。
これはお前への拷問なのさ。お前が
Oh, objection. I see. I see. The reference again.
Yes. Also Teller Butler. They're so cool.
面白いかな。その例えやよし。互いを苛み合う拷問とは実に面白い。
I'm thinking something that I don't know if it's gonna be truth or not, but I would believe if these two at the end they could get up together, enemies to lover thing. I would believe that 100%. If
さあ、始めようではないか。後ろ宮バトラー
of course the shonen screaming. Okay.
I'm at the same time. I'm very excited and I'm also suffering.
Okay, I see.
It's
I
very
see.
weird
I
feeling.
see.
Oh god.
I see.
But this is one of my most favorite soundtrack in the game.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
It's a good piano solo, to be honest.
Yes.
Every year, the relatives visit Rokkenjima would let out a sigh of admiration at the rose garden that they first greeted them. They would stop there to chat about the rose's beauty and how well they were blooming that year. In the midst of all these, there was a single unhealthy rose, and Marianne became overwhelmed with dejection at this condition. But George used his quick wits and saying that everything would be fine with the good care of this poor thing, marked with a candy wrapper, and immediately restored. Okay, yeah, this is the scene with the candy wrapper and the rose. The butler with wounds. The butler, with whom she's been getting along well since that morning, started talking about Halloween. It was such a favorite topic of Maria that she began playing around energetically again. To Maria, that marshmallow jack-o'-lantern candy bought by her mother was probably the greatest sort of treasure. They seemed to have bought several, and she demanded a trick-or-treat from every one person she met, giving them candy instead of one of the other way around. Yeah, because witches and stuff, probably.
仮装行列で練り歩く子供のお祭りだからじゃねえのか。普段と違う格好をしてはしゃぎ合うってのは楽しいぜ。
多分僕はもう少しディープな理由によるものだと思うな。何しろ魔女のマリアちゃんだからね。
そういや、飛行場でもマリアは仮装するなら魔女になりたい。マリアって魔女が好きなんだ。
You're not up there, Rosa. I was expecting a voice, but okay.
Bug.
Definitely.
まあまあ。あのくらいの年頃はファンタジックな存在に憧れるもんですから。
せめてテレビアニメのヒロインに憧れるくらいなら可愛い。
Wait just a little bit because Doremi is like around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, wait for the 90s, I guess.
Yes.
Oh wait, I didn't read that. Judging by Rosa's appearance, she wasn't very happy about her daughter's loss for witches as a mother. The cousin, other than Butler, seemed to realize this, and they shrugged, wearing stiff smiles. Yeah, it could definitely be. What do you think about it?
Oh no.
ハロウィンと魔女って 何か関係あるのか?
It's better ask. Jordan Jessica hello as if as if they were trying to stop it, but too late. But I would be waiting for just a question. After beaming for an instant, Alex turned a little mean, as if to say, "You're totally clueless, aren't you?" It was the face of a hobbyist who's been teased by an outsider saying something stupid about their favorite subject. Me when someone called Super Sentai's Power Ranger.
Oh god.
Definitely me.
ケルト人は1年間を通じてその勢いを変える太陽は1年を通して生まれ育ち老いて死んでそして再び蘇ると考えていたの。
納得だな。春のか弱いポカポカした太陽がどんどん成長して暑いくらいになり次第に痩せ衰えていく様をなるほど太陽の一生と考えるのもうなずけるぜ。
だから彼らは10月の最後に太陽は死に死の国で体を休めて冬至の日に再び蘇ると考えたの。それで太陽が1年の生涯を終えて死ぬその日を大晦日サビンと呼んでお祝いしたの。
再び日照時間が長くなりだす冬至の日を太陽の復活の日とする考え方はとても面白いよね。古代の人々がいかに太陽を神聖視していたかがわかるエピソードだよ。
で、それが魔女とどう関係があるんだ?
It seemed like casual arguing forward as lucky infuriated Maria. She glared at me with an eye that told me to shut up while she explained. Maria seemed to be having a blast as she told, so I decided not to interrupt.
10月と11月の狭間は生と死が最も近くなる。ケルト人たちはこの時期に聖者の世界と死者やこの世ならざる者の世界が最も近づき、異界の住人たちがたくさん訪れると信じてたの。日本でいうお盆みたいなものだよ。
At the time, people believed that souls returning to the physical world go into people's houses or possess people and do bad things. So in order to avoid harm, they performed rituals. One of those was to imitate creepy monsters and scare the souls back, which was apparently a way to avoid being possessed.
その部分がお祭りになっていって仮装行列になってったんだな。マリアは本当に物知りだぜ。
ほんまやな。わしもハロウィンに備えな言われがあるなんて知らんかったわ。
しかしそれのどこにお菓子をくれなきゃいたずらしちゃうぞってのが出てくるんだ。
And knowledge was so extensive that the adults had suddenly started listening to. Maria, who was normally treated like the youngest at all time, puffed out her chest with pride, saying that this was just a kid's discussion, or suggested that the adults go on ahead and set the luggage down the guest house. But nobody else agreed to go with her, and she let out a heavy sigh.
Stacce rosa.
Honestly, she should be proud. She's talking about something that interests even the adults, so she should honestly be happy with that.
Exactly.
トリックオアトリートは単なるお遊び。本来のケルト人たちの儀式とは何の関係もない。それは後にキリスト教の習慣が混合してできたものなの。でもマリアは本来のハロウィンの姿とはそうあるべきだと思うの。
According to Maria, the souls of the dead weren't the only ones who visited from the non-human world. Were also spirit with intimate connection to people's everyday lives. Humans could receive favors from those spirits, so they managed to gain magnificent blessings, as well as a year's worth of good crops.
つまりハロウィンってのは収穫祭の意味も少しはあったわけか。
I mean, that's the period where they harvest pumpkin and stuff like that, so it would make sense.
なるほどな。言われてみりゃ、10月ってのは季節的にもいろいろ節目って気がするぜ。日本の4月のちょうど反対側だもんな。なるほど。キリはいいかもしれねえな。
そしてね、 魔女たちはね、その時期に魔女集会
yes,
サバ
of
トを開いて、
course.
魔女たちは豊かな恵みをもたらしてくれた精霊たちに感謝し、ねぎらったの。
ハロウィンの仮装は向こうから来る客人たちの模倣。つまり彼らにお菓子を施すのは一年の収穫への感謝の気持ちがあってもいいわけだね。
うん、ジョージお兄ちゃんの言う通り。
つまりハロウィンはこの世とあの世の交流のある時期ってわけ。それでつまり魔女たちにとってはそういう世界の客人たちと交流できる、そう言いたいわけか。
うん、バトラの言う通り。
You should pat Maria. She deserves it.
Of course. That's true. There we go.
There we go. Good job.
Pat.
だからね、魔女たちや悪魔たちの力が最も活発で盛んになるのが10月なの。
Oh, that's also... Could it be that the ceremonies of this... Kinzo, did you organize all of this on purpose? In this
Could
period
be.
of the year?
Could be.
Smart.
きっとベアトリーチェも来てくれる。
Oh, she will. Trust me, she will.
そしてね、一緒にマシュマロお菓子食べて、マリアも黄金鏡に連れてってもらうの。一緒に魔法のお歌を歌って、魔法の呪文を習って、魔法陣の書き方を習うの。そしてね、ルーンの秘密を習って、早く早くマリアを立派な魔女にしてもらうの。
I wonder one thing, and just answer me if that happens or not. Is it gonna be explained how one becomes a witch? Like, because but she looks definitely human, so she was probably human at a certain point, I can assume.
They will definitely
And
explain.
knowing the game does explain even why people tie his shoes, I guess it's gonna be explained.
Yes, absolutely.
If she was human, or if she wasn't, or she is whatever.
Absolutely.
Okay, don't tell me what. But
No.
I would just wanted to know if that was gonna be explained.
Yes.
I could
Yes, it's
I could
going to
imagine
be
that the
explained
answer
in,
was gonna be
great
yes.
detail.
Yeah. Okay. It's everything else. Okay. Honestly,
It is 200 hours long for a reason.
is this game just an excuse for the author to input up everything new about all this stuff?
It could be.
By the way,
子供は夢があるのが一番よ。ところでローザ、マリアちゃんは今年でいくつになったんだって。
of course, yeah. Any case to annoy one of your sibling, Eva. Yeah, of course.
もう
Anything.
そのお話は終わりにしなさい。気にしないでローザさん。女の子なら誰だって一度は思い描く。
Everyone was interested about it, even adults. So why do we have to complain now, Rosa? Now tell me. What's there to complain?
ありがとうございます。でももうマリアはそういう年を卒業しています。
She's 9.
こら、やめなさいと言ってるでしょ。
Let's call the Maria trying to shut up before her cheated discussion about black magic earned her the sneer of the relatives.
へえ、そいつはなんだかスケールのでかい話だな。
That's her face again.
ところで、ベアトリーチェって誰？なんだっけ？聞いた名前だな。
But had been gone for 6 years, and I completely forgot about Legend of the Rokujima Witch. Well, when she said he didn't know Beatrice's name, Maria's once bright mood soared in an instant. Ah, yeah, of course. When he saw that, Butler immediately remembered that it was the name of the witch of this island, but the damage had been done.
Rip.
Until Maria's mood improved, she went on and on about many mysterious and fabulous episodes regarding the Golden Witch.
もうよしなさいマリア。ありがとうねバトラ君。お話に付き合ってくれて。カノン君、お仕事があるんでしょ。もう行ってちょうだい。ゴーダさん、みんなとりあえず荷物を置きたがってると思うの。悪いんだけど みんなをゲストハウスへ案内してくれるかしら。
かしこまりました。それでは皆様、ゲストハウスへご案内いたします。
それでは失礼いたします。
Don't let the relatives, and they began to head towards the guest house. They were eager to set down their luggage and take a breather, so they didn't realize. Oh, I clicked by mistake, so I didn't read.
It's okay. You can go back.
That Rosa and Maria weren't coming with them. Oh, okay. After watching them leave towards the guest house, Rosa's face changed suddenly. Here we go again. She let go with her hand that had been gripping Maria this whole time. There was a bright red mark there, making it clear how much excessive force she had been using Maria's slender arm. Then the slap against Maria's head pinched her left ear and lifted.
魔女の話はするなといつも言ってるでしょうが。それはママとの約束だといつも言っているでしょ。ママ
痛い。ママ痛い。痛い。
Of course.
ハロウィンうるさいのよあんたは。魔女のお祭り？ケルト人が何を、黒魔術が何を、バカじゃないの？
You should have rolled around part of 1000. Yes.
あんた9歳よ9歳。電車であんなに騒ぐから、わざわざ電車降りてまでその蛍光塗料みたいな気持ち。
Oh yes, now the scene is her fault, of course.
Of course.
遅刻してまであんたに買ってやったのよ。あんた、どこまで私の顔を潰せば気が済むのよ。
As Rosa cursed, she twisted Maria's ear up, almost as though she was about to tear it off. An expression of anguish spread across Maria's face while she frantically stood on her tiptoes, trying to soften the pain in her ear. Rosa suddenly grabbed the candle that Maria had been holding. She threw it on the ground and stepped in over and over. Maria was supposed to be proof of a memory, of a brief span of time when her mother brought something fun for her. But now the same mother was grinding into the ground right in front of her. It was as though a brand had been pushed into Maria's eyes, leaving a mark that could never be erased.
こんな気持ち悪いお菓子が何よ。気持ち悪い。気持ち悪い。
You paid for it.
あんたがそんなんだから。あんたがそんなんだから。気持ち悪い。気持ち悪い。気持ち悪い。
As she said that, she struck Maria's head over and over again with her palm. She didn't hit Maria's face, because the red swelling would stand out. Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean, Mother of the Year here. Maria closed her eyes tightly, patiently bearing her mother's violence. No, that wasn't quite it. She kept bearing Rosa's soul, muttering that over and over.
だから、その魔女ってのをやめろっつってんのよ。この
So tired from eating her daughter's breath so hard, her shoulders shook. Mira grasped her hand together, withstanding it, hoping her mother would return soon. Oh man.
いつまでもそこでそうしていなさい。そしてそこで魔女でもハロウィンでもいつまでもブツブツ一人で言ってればいいのよ。
After only those words, Maria Rosa left in the direction of the guest house, leaving Maria behind. We're forgetting even that was okay to cry, kept staring down at the jack-o'-lantern can that had been trampled beyond recognition. Mother of the Year.
Umineko is full of painful things.
Yeah.
But these scenes are genuinely unsettling to me.
No, really, it's so. I don't know how to explain that. It's so. Very hard to explain. I'm missing words, and not because it's in English. It's missing words in general. It's so. It's also very real, and you can also feel like the pain, basically. I don't know how to explain that differently, but it's like.
No, it is like that. I was noticing that the descriptions are very bare bone.
Yes.
Meaning that it just gives you enough to imagine.
Yes.
And the voices do the rest.
Yeah, no. It's very realistic also, and very. You can see all the problems that these people got. So you can really feel the pain, and you can even like understand why at a certain point Maria starts to believe in witches, because it's like she thinks that when her mother is beating her, it's not her mother, it's like an evil witch that is possessing her. I mean, it's definitely a coping mechanism, but
yeah, absolutely.
But it is something that she really believes.
She's 9 after all.
Yeah, I mean, she's 9, of course. And Rosa got anger management issues, so that's another thing, but still, not an excuse.
Painful.
I wonder if her anger is also what led the father on going to buy the milk and never return. So I wonder if that's part of the thing. I mean, Rosa's anger issues could be.
Maybe. Could be.
By the way.
どこ行ってたの?
Oh, nothing. I was just beating my daughter. Don't worry.
No worries.
Yeah, the roses.
ローザ、早く荷物を置いてこいよ。兄貴んとこへ挨拶に行こうぜ。
ん？マリアちゃんはどうしたんや？まだ花壇におるんかいな。
気に入ったバラがあるみたいで、世話をするって言って聞かなくて。
Yes.
しばらくは好きにさせることにしました。
女の子には女の子の世界があったことを時には尊重してあげないとね。
Remember this, Rosa, but maybe you don't know about that, but just to be sure.
Maybe.
そうね。お気遣いをありがとう、キリエ姉さん。ゴーダさん、私たちの部屋はどこ？
ご案内いたします。こちらでございます。お荷物をお持ちいたしましょう。
結構よ。自分で持てます。ありがとう。
Rosa went to her room gathered by Goda. As she closed the door, someone violently threw their luggage on top of the bed. She got down on her knees in front of the bed, burying her face in it. For a while, Rosa made as if to shed the sheets with her fingernails, sobbing constantly.
Maria-sama? 大丈夫ですか?
Connor appeared from behind a thicket after watching Rosa leave.
平気だよ。
Wait, what? Why now like that? Mary gave a creepy laugh, but to Connor, who had seen the whole thing, it looked like she wasn't doing the best she could.
最低のやつだ。あれで母親なんて。
仕方ないよ。その程度の器にはその程度のが入り込む。マリアは全然平気だよ。
Kano got on his knees and picked up the trampled candy. It was tragic just looking at it. He thought about dusting it off and returning to her, but really couldn't do so with it in that condition. Just as he was wondering what to do, he met Goria's gaze. No, that wasn't quite right. Goria was looking at the candy Kano had picked up. Right now, Maria's heart was surely the same as the candy that had been trampled into a pulp. Kano realized this, but didn't know what he should do.
そうだ。さっき僕がもらったのと交換してあげるよ。
I remember that a similar candy received from Maria was in his pocket. Maria stuck out her hand. Kano she was trying to take it, so he held out the candy, but Maria didn't try to grasp it. Then Kano realized. She was saying, give it back. No matter how tragic and trampled it was, this candy was Maria's. Her mother had bought it for her. No matter how tragic, it had to be this candy and no other. If only it were intact enough that it could be fixed by dusting it off. Kano hung his head. Kano held out the miserable-looking candy Maria wanted. She took it and spoke.
ありがとう。人間には誇りしか払えないけど、魔女には元通りに直すことができるよ。ベアトリーチェなら簡単にね。
マリア様、ベアトリーチェ様のことをご存知なのですか?
Except for Butler, there was no way anyone related to the Ushimiya family could have failed to know Beatrice's name. Much as now, Maria had bragged about Beatrice to Butler. She had spoken almost as though she was meeting with Beatrice regularly. Kano felt a sharp pain inside his left hand, which was curled into a fist. In the past, a witch called Beatrice had appeared to tempt him and Shannon. He'd always tried to think of it as a bad dream. However, Shannon insisted that it definitely was a real witch. And then this summer... Oh, it's where he got, like, the sign
exactly
on his hand. The shrine to the local Shinto god was hit by lightning, disappearing without a trace over the span of a single night. He knew about Shannon breaking that mirror, and he remembered that, as the witch departed, she said she'd eventually be revived. And now, this girl believed absolutely in Beatrice spoke as though she'd met Beatrice herself. Kano couldn't suppress a vague sense of foreboding welling up in his heart. For a while, Maria remained silent, as though she could see into Kanon's heart. Almost as though she was waiting for a memory of Beatrice to be revived. And then she spoke, as though it was a fact.
マリアはね、ベアトリーチェとお友達なの。今日だって会って一緒に遊ぶよ。
遊びますか?
I mean, we know that she met her at least once in the garden with a umbrella thingy.
And the letter, exactly.
And the letter also. Yeah, I mean, same moment.
そうそうそう。
遊ぶよ。一緒にね、魔法のお勉強をするの。
The face of that witch whom Canon had tried to pretend was a bad dream began to slowly creep into the back of his mind. It would have been cool if she would appear there, but I guess not. But I mean, it would have made sense for later. So
yes,
yeah.
I think this could be a good place to stop.
Yes.
Or we could continue a little bit, but I don't think we're going to be able to get to the next scene.
No, it's better to end then, because if it's like a scene change, I think it's better to stop, because having the scene in half, it's gonna be a little bit strange, probably.
I don't remember this one specific scene, but I know of, let's call it the next one, kinda. That's going to be extremely long.
Okay, so just it's better to leave it like that then, probably.
Yeah, that scene is the one I'm dreading from this chapter, to be honest.
the one you're what? Sorry.
I'm dreading.
Oh, dreading. Okay.
There's always one scene in each chapter, and where I'm like, "Oh God, please, stop."
No, I understand. I definitely understand. There's always there's always that moment in many games or books or stories in general. This is like, oh no, this part again, this is so bad, because it's like maybe it's the slower part or the part that got more explaining to do. Yeah, no, I completely get it.
It's going to be a very long sequence of exposition until we get to the good stuff, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's necessary,
it is.
It couldn't be any other way. Sometimes you just have to do the big explain to do stuff.
The point is, the big explanation is actually a good segue into the juicy parts. But the point, the problem is, since the author had no way of ensuring that everyone had played chapter 1.
Yeah, no.
Most of the other information is stuff that we already know.
Yeah,
but of course, it's going to get repeated.
No. It makes sense, and also, I am personally a big fan of show don't tell, but this is like reading a book basically with drawing help, but this is basically like a book.
A book. Yeah.
So I mean, it's visual novel for a reason. There's novel in the word, in the description there. So yeah, but it's not really possible to do the show don't tell in a novel sometimes. So how can you do that if it's just writing?
Yeah, exactly. So, the game is generally very good. We have to go through those parts, those less good stuff, to get to the very good stuff.
It's okay. I understand. Can I ask you, what's your favorite chapter?
3.
3?
3 is my favorite, from questions at least.
Okay, from answers?
From answer... Oh god. Probably... or 5. I usually get 5 and 6 mixed up, but I think 5.
Okay, so the first one you get in answer, basically.
Oh, no, wait. No, 6.
6. Okay, so the second chapter of answers.
Exactly.
Okay. No, I was just curious. Okay.
There's one single scene in chapter 6 that makes me
okay. I see. Okay. I guess we are going.
Yes.
And thank you everyone for being here. Next stream is gonna be in 2 days. There's gonna be more Deltarune, because I still have to play chapter 4. I know nothing of chapter 4. I only got like a music spoiler, but I don't know if that counts because I saw the name of a song on YouTube, but you know.
Can you tell me the name?
Hammer of Justice or something like that.
Okay.
So I suppose it's gonna be a reference to Undyne, I think, because you know, Spear of Justice.
Of course. I'm not going to answer anything.
I think it's gonna be that. But I mean, we saw Undyne in chapter 3, so
yes,
could have been worse. I don't know anything else. I suppose that Rory Knight is gonna appear again. I suppose, because I mean, it was a big thing on chapter 3. So and that ending of chapter 3 was the I hate it and I love it at the same time because it's like the cliffhanger, the doors open, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? You cannot end it like that. And of course, it ended like that. And also, I took 3 hours of beating the Roaring Night last time, so you know. So okay. What about you?
I have only one stream actually planned for this week. It's going to be on Thursday. It's going to be Omori. We are very close to the end.
Yeah. You are very close to the end. Like, very close to the end. I would say prepare some tissues because you're gonna need them. Like, a full box of tissues. You're gonna need them.
Okay. I do have a box of tissues.
Yeah, take out the entire thing and put it close to you when you play that game, especially for the not really the ending, but the part just before the ending.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. When is gonna be?
Thursday, on the 26th.
So in 3 days.
3 days.
Okay. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in a bit in a pixel bit. Have a good night or good rest of the day, depending on the time that's there. Bye-bye.
Bye.